Dr. Drake, I printed out my notes.
If you could tell Dr. Scorpio that I need that roller coaster head trauma, please.
I'll say head trauma.
Could you please inform Dr. Drake that if he bothered to check his desk...
You two have got to stop this.
I printed out my notes, and I also gave you Mrs. O'Brien's test
You
results.
can inform Dr. Scorpio that I've been in surgery all morning. I haven't been able to get to...
I'm going to ask Dr. Quartermain to set a hospital policy that prohibits dating in the workplace. And what you two have been putting me through all day is the reason why.
I was being completely professional. If Dr. Drake didn't insist on being such a jerk...
How many years of higher education do you have between you? 15, 20 years? And you're acting like a couple of second graders.
If Dr. Scorpio realizes she's not the only one in this hospital. It doesn't...
Listen to me. You two, work it out, or I'll report you both for unprofessional conduct.
Nice work, good job.
Nice work, you did great there. Really good.
Look, I feel like I'm responsible for this tension. I mean, you two are doing fine. I'll open my big mouth and say what a great couple you are.
Don't flatter yourself.
Yeah, well, I feel like I put a hex on it. You two can't stand each other now.
No one believed me. You had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, we don't need your help despising each other.
Yeah, I've never liked him.
We had sex a few times. Wasn't a big deal.
And he's pathologically incapable of discretion.
Why bother keeping it a secret? It's over, right?
Yeah, it is over, and not a moment too soon. I'm done with him.
Done with her.
Noah. I'm really sorry about what happened out there. It's not your fault that your son is a jerk.
Well, Patrick didn't have the best role model, so...
I disagree. And I apologize. Even though Patrick dumps on you whenever he wants to, doesn't mean that it's okay for me to do the same.
You know, my son has a good heart. This cocky attitude he's got is just a cover. He's not a bad guy.
You know, I used to believe the same thing. Patrick Drake, the incredibly good-looking, amoral neurosurgeon, but really a decent guy underneath it all. I was wrong. Call it a diagnostic error. I ignored what was right in front of me the entire time, which is exactly what I learned not to do in med school. If he acts like a jerk, walks like a jerk, talks like a jerk, he's a jerk. Anyway, even though I had to learn my lesson the hard way, it doesn't mean that I can take out my frustration on you.
Would you like to make it up to me?
Sure, what would you like me to do?
I'd like you to have lunch with my son.
Why would I want to have lunch with Patrick? You saw us. We can't even stand to be in the same room together.
Patrick's very passionate about you.
We're doctors. We live in a high-stress environment. We're passionate about everything.
No. I think it's different with you two.
Well, there's no you two. I mean, we're not and never have been a couple. Went on a few dates. We figured out how incompatible we were and decided to call it quits.
So what difference would lunch make?
Noah, I thought you wanted to stay out of this.
No, but see, I wasted years running from people and relationships. I was just like Patrick. I was always chasing skirts, afraid of commitment. I don't want you two to make the same mistakes I made.
Well, we won't, because there's nothing between us.
What if it could be? Speaking from hard-earned experience, there's even the slightest chance that you and Patrick could have something real. Don't walk away from it. Don't act like it's nothing. And don't assume you'll get a second chance.
Have you mentioned this crazy lunch idea to Patrick?
No, but I'm going to.
No, don't. Because he won't show.
How about you? Will you show?
Pops.
Your mother cool?
As soon as she found out she had to leave, and then from the airport, and then again from the airplane, and then about 4 more times when she got to, well, wherever it is she's gone. I assume it's work-related because I heard either gunfire or very heavy construction going on in the background.
Don't worry, Mom can look after herself. You're the one she's concerned about.
Oh, no, don't tell. She called
Hey,
you
look,
and...
yeah, she called, but that was basically, she misses me. She wants me to keep an eye out for you, but I would have done that anyway.
Dad, I'm at work. This is a hospital. Everything's fine.
Yeah, but, you can't just work all the time. There's more to it, life.
Don't you think that's a tad hypocritical considering that you spent most of your adult life absorbed in your work? I mean, it's not just what you do, it's who you are. Look at you. You're going stir-crazy, wandering around Port Charles with no one to spy on.
That's not true. I'm enjoying this change of pace.
Oh, please. Admit it. You're jealous that Mom got to fly off and be shot at while you're stuck on daughter patrol. Well, look, you don't have to prove anything to me by monitoring my personal life.
Wait, whoa, this sounds interesting, personal life. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, I mean, at least you've now mentioned the possibility of a personal life. Now, the last I checked, you and Pat weren't playing patty cake anymore, so I have to assume you've reverted to this cold, desolate life of yours.
Whoa.
Devoted to truth,
I don't
justice,
recall
and...
referring to myself as cold or desolate.
No, that was your mother.
My mother said that about me?
Come on, she's a woman. And I wouldn't have her any other way, of course. But, she comes out with...
I'm having lunch with Patrick today.
That's great. Where?
As if I'm going to tell you where.
Well, you may as well. I'm only going to find out.
I'm starting to realize that as much as I missed you and Mom when I was a teenager, the fact that you were temporarily dead probably saved me from going insane. I mean, you two being super spies means that you can monitor my every breath, and I probably would have acted out in unpredictable and disastrous ways. As it stands, I feel myself coming down with a severe case of remedial adolescence.
Remedial adolescence?
Right. So if you and Mom don't want me to act like a rebellious teenager, you need to back off. If and when there is anything to report between me and Patrick, or any other man for that matter, I will happily do so. But in the meantime, there are boundaries. Please respect them.
I shall duly enter that into my PDA.
Thank you very much.
In the meantime, you and Pat have a wonderful lunch together.
I will try.
And don't forget, if you happen to be at the Metro Court, you're lunching there. He lives just down the hallway. You can always just trot down there, have a roll in my hair. I understand it's great for
Calling
that.
security right now.
I'm going. I meet.
Patrick, I made lunch reservations for 2 at the Metro Court today.
You want to have lunch with me?
No, I want you to have lunch with Robin. My treat.
Did you miss the fact that I can't stand that woman?
Maybe you're a little afraid.
Robin Scorpio doesn't frighten me. She drives me nuts, but she doesn't frighten me.
I think you care about her and you want her to care about you, and I think that scares the hell out of you.
Now you're working as a shrink just in case the whole surgeon thing doesn't work out?
You have a choice here. You can either be a coward and run from this, or you can find the courage to deal with a terrific woman who you can't get off your mind and who's probably falling in love with you.
I liked you better when you were drinking.
Look, I've been where you are.
I doubt it.
I understand your refusal to commit. I'll even take some of the blame. Your life would have been much easier if I hadn't crawled into a bottle when your mother
Look,
died.
I'm over it.
I loved your mother very much, Patrick. When she died, I trashed my life, and I think that you're worried that if you fall in love with Robin and lose her, that you crash and burn like I did.
Where you and Mom are concerned, things happen. You either move on or you don't. And as far as me being like you, don't worry about it, because that's never going to happen. I'm already a better surgeon. I'm not a drunk, and I enjoy playing the field.
Even at the expense of losing Robin, right?
What Robin wants, I cannot give her. We understand that. We both decided to move on. There's not a problem.
Well, that explains why you're enjoying your life so much without her, doesn't it?
My life is fine. It sounds like you're the one that needs a project. Just do not make it me.
Patrick, I had my choice of women too when I was your age. I didn't want to be tied down. So that's no way to live your life, believe me.
What do you want me to say? What do you want me to tell you? Robin and I, look, she's great. We were honest with each other from the beginning. I'm not looking for a commitment, and either is she.
Well, maybe that's what she says.
I guarantee you, she will not show up for that lunch you arranged.
Then what do you got to lose? Go. If she doesn't show up, you're right. But if she does, and, you know, maybe you got something worth fighting for. I don't know.
Hi, there should be a reservation for 2 under Patrick Drake.
Oh, well, you're the first one here, but make yourself comfortable and I'll have a wine list sent over.
You know what, on second thought, I really don't have time to wait. Thank you.
Well, what should I tell Dr. Drake when he arrives?
You won't have to tell him anything. He probably won't show.